Hey, it's me, Scary Starbeing, with my wide multiverse of mysteries. I don't know if I like that. Um, just because it doesn't have that ring to it, you know? Maybe it'll grow on me. I don't know. What do you guys think I should change it to? Because I've definitely expanded a lot in the last, even just 5 years. I've expanded exponentially, and not in the ways that are visible to people in this 3D dimensional plane, but it's definitely felt by a lot of individuals. I feel like my energy has become expanded in such a way to not only include, but to, I guess, exclude any incompatible energies. Like whenever because I talk to God every day. I'm his wife, in case you didn't know. After a period of 2 years of celibacy, I married God on June 6th, 2018, in my own backyard. Well, which was my backyard back then, anyway. And yeah, I've just been growing so much since then. So I guess it even predates 5 years, right? But that's besides the point. I'm also putting off writing a bio for my book. I don't know if it's my ADHD and my demand avoidance, because I know that like my publisher really wants me to get it done. And now I just have this writer's block like you wouldn't believe. Like I don't even know what to say about my second book that I haven't already said. I guess I could write it down, but this book is like really personal to me, and it really shows that I expanded in the ways, because I've been a hermit for most of my life, a popular loner in my earlier years, but always, just for the most part, being very quiet, keeping to myself, and not because I don't like people. What I don't like is, I don't want to have any problems with other people, because I feel like being the person that I am carries such a weight that I don't really need any extra weight. And involving other people in my life can often result in me having to carry them in some capacity. And right now I'm just in such a fragile state, especially, that I just can't. And that's been very humbling for me, honestly, because I've carried people my whole life. And I mean that. Whether they can recognize that or not, a lot of people that have been in my life would not have elevated to the places that they elevated to without my lifting them to that. All right? I have some guns, all right? I'm very proud of them. Sometimes I take pictures of them. I'm doing push-ups again, so I'll be proud of my guns again. I just saw 444 a little while ago and forgot to call it out. Anyway. Yeah, I just don't know what to write for my bio. And I also need to find a photo for the back of my book. And I'm just like, I don't know why. It's like, did I take too many selfies in my life? Do they all look the same? Do they all look horrible to me for no reason? I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, it's been a really long and sometimes very lonesome journey. But I'm still here, still fighting the good fight, I guess. I don't know what to say, honestly, because I don't feel like I'm fighting for my life anymore as hard as I was before. Because for the first time in a long time, I actually want to see what happens next in my life. Actually want to see what I can accomplish as well as where it will take me. And that's a huge accomplishment for myself in my healing journey, because I have struggled with unaliving ideation. I don't even know, maybe I almost feel like since the day I was born. Because, yeah, I almost didn't survive that day, and I remember not being too upset about that happening. Maybe because I knew what this lifetime was going to be like for me. And, it's funny. Jesus always points me back to that parable of how he healed all those people, and only one of them came back around to thank him. And it reminds me that the work that I do in healing myself so that I can continue whatever healing work that I need to do for others is worthy regardless of whether or not anybody recognizes it or even thanks me for it. And if I didn't have Jesus in my life, and I would be so lost. And no, I don't consider myself a Christian. I was raised Mormon. And I'm still really sifting through a lot of heavy generational trauma in regards to that religion, if you can call it that. But I consider myself a humanist, a universalist, okay? Because what's more important to me than anything is a person's soul. Like, I don't care how they try to portray themselves. That's not what I'm looking at, ever. And I feel like sometimes that unsettles a lot of people. And the fact that I can be quiet and just not talk and just keep to myself. I know that bothers a lot of people too, but they don't realize that what I'm really doing is protecting my energy in a time of vulnerability. Because even though I'm lonely right now, and I would love it if I had, that kind of, like socialization and support, it could be helpful in a lot of ways. However, I'm the type of person that if I'm not in a position to reciprocate that, I struggle to accept it. from anybody else. And that's one thing I'm definitely working on internally, because it's been very hard for me to just accept things like help, and it's because of all of the strings that have been attached previously for me when I've reached out for help, and or how it's been thrown in my face, even from people that I have helped. It's been quite the journey. But yeah, I can say with a certainty that I am just super grateful to be here still, and for all of the help that I have allowed myself to receive, even though it's been really hard. And for everything that I stand to receive and experience, as well as the people that will be, gracing my presence, gracing me with their presence. And for the people that spot me on my journey when they know I need it. Stephanie, I think you know who you are. Not just talking to myself either, okay? All right? She knows who she is. But yeah, I guess this is the post. I'm just very grateful. I'm in a place of just deep and humbling gratitude. And I wanted to share that. There's always so much I could share. I just never know what's going to come out. But yeah, I'm grateful for all of you. So whoever listened to all of this, just know that I'm deeply grateful for your presence. Even if you hate me. Especially if you do. Why? Because maybe you need my love. Maybe I will be the guiding example so that you can love yourself, regardless of what other people think of you. Because people, like I tell my kids, why do you care what they think of you? They're all dumb anyway. Sorry, but everybody's dumb. If you don't know your own dumbness, then it's probably a liability and a blind spot for you, okay? Even I have had to contend with my own dumbness. And I don't consider myself very dumb. Maybe naive in a lot of ways, but it's shortly becoming a thing of the past. Sorry, I'm enjoying the heat on my feet right now because it's been cold. Look at my poor swollen ankle. I don't know what I did to it, honestly. So I've been trying to take it easy so that the swelling kind of goes down. I can tell the difference in my other ankle compared to this one. Yeah. I think I've run out of things to yap about for now. But yeah, I fucking love you. And I held off all of my curse words until now. I don't know why, but just did. Maybe it was for you. Alright. I'll talk to you later. Bye.